Hello again, this is Alex with MasterChartsTrading.com, and this is market recap for Friday, December 31st, 2021. Happy New Year! As always, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and share this video with others. S&P 500 hit new records, NASDAQ and actually Dow Jones as well. NASDAQ could be next. Small caps are still lagging though. Although high yield bonds, I think, are back in the bull market and do look promising. Treasury bonds could experience weakness into February. We'll see how best to play them. And dollar is likely going to pull back as gold breaks to a new bull market. So we'll look at that as well. Bitcoin approaches bearish levels. If you are a subscriber, you will also receive a newsletter separately, a video covering all of these securities, mostly large caps, ETFs. And then also, if you're a subscriber, I also have a speculator newsletter where we cover various speculative stocks, like for example this Li Auto and some other ones. All right, so if you're not a member yet, sign up. Then you can have these indicator lines, this green, blue, red, and yellow line on your chart. These are very useful to visualize price action. So for example, here for S&P 500, we can notice that price came down towards the green support resistance line and just bounced off of it, and we made new records. So this has been more or less the latest way things have been happening. There is another similar setup, but it was in October of this year. Then previous setups were in October 2020 and in September of 2020. Now, for me personally, I prefer deeper pullbacks. So this is not even, this pullback just was not really very interesting to me. So I'm looking for deeper pullbacks towards the blue support resistance line. So the stock is in an uptrend clearly, and we're going to need a pullback to, find a better entry point. So it's not as risky. Because if you're buying up here by the green line, where are you going to put your stop? So I usually put my stop at the yellow line, so you can see that it's significantly far away. But if the stock is at the blue line, then a yellow line is not that far off. Dow Jones also hit a new all-time record high, so that's actually great news. Generally speaking, new highs are very good news for the stock market and for various stock classes, like for example small caps, large caps, etc. So right this instant, large caps are still leading the market higher, but we'll see if this finally will translate into small caps catching up. But for now, Dow Jones and small and large caps are leading the market higher. Here's NASDAQ. So NASDAQ didn't yet make a new record, but as I keep saying, correlation between NASDAQ and S&P 500 is very large, so it's quite likely that the new records will be made. And here's small caps. So small caps are underperforming. Latest opportunity alert was right there on the 7th of December. I actually sent it to my subscribers. We held support at this red line. You can see we bounced right off of it, and then now we're again approaching potential buying opportunity. So the small caps again are kind of lagging the general stock market, lagging the large caps, but we're still making new records. The latest record was just like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. So I think we will right ourselves, and the small caps will also continue higher from here. Here are the junk debt. So for junk debt, usually I use adjusted prices. So you can see right there where I'm hovering, it says ADJ. That means it's unadjusted. If you hit adjusted, then the chart will look different. So I usually use unadjusted prices. However, because junk debt, this particular ETF actually has quite a high dividend, some people would consider using the adjusted pricing. So dividend is included in this price. But let's just look at it right this instant. So right this instant, we saw a final, or rather a latest bullish alert right there. So on the 27th of December, I actually sent an alert to my subscribers. So this is an actual alert. I would be still buying it basically at this point with a stop at the yellow line. So junk that, you know, correlating highly with S&P 500 and again now moving in the correct direction up is actually great news for the stock market. Because again, the correlations are very high between junk debt and S&P 500 and generally stocks. Here's Treasuries. So Treasuries, I think, also broke out into a bull market. There's the breakout on 26th of November. I actually traded it. I, you know, got in right there on 26th of November, and then I took profits and got out. Right this instant, I'm not doing anything with Treasuries. We can project my indicators into the future, and you can see that we're seeing some potential weakness. I mean, that's a signal. Today is a signal. 31st of December, I would be buying it, but there's a potential weakness that's going, you know, into February actually. So let's see how we play out in the next few weeks. I'm still, you know, hopeful that we're gonna bottom and continue higher for Treasuries. Here's dollar versus so it's a dollar index DXY. Latest opportunity to buy right there on 16th of September. Very nice move higher. So today was actually one of the sort of rare occasions. I mean, before we had right there 20th of October. 20th of October, we had a close below this yellow, green support resistance line. So right there, first time since early November, we're seeing a little bit of weakness. So it's possible that dollar will come under, you know, more pressure and will continue towards this blue line, which is 94.1. So that's another, let me see, another like 1.6%, potentially more. And if this happens, dollar will weaken. We'll look at gold. So gold is traded in dollars. So you can see XAU divided by USD, gold divided by US dollar. So if the lower part of this equation, the US dollar gets weaker, gold will continue higher. Okay, so that makes sense, hopefully. And notice today again, you know, after several whipsaws, you can see there were several whipsaws, at least this one right there on 11th of November, and then another one here in early December. But now it looks legit. It looks like we finally found direction. I think we're gonna continue higher here. So gold looks bullish to me now. And wrapping it up with Bitcoin, here's Bitcoin on daily time frame as usual. I usually trade on daily time frame. So this previous alert right there on 5th, 6th of October actually was really good for about over 30% move. So if you got out at the top, then it's like 30% move. So you should have been able to make good money here, and I would have been out of this trade right there on the 26th of November, possibly even earlier. So right now what's happening is we're approaching this bearish levels, which is currently at 43875. I'm reading it right off the chart, 43875. So if we see a break below that, I think we will continue easily to like 35,000. And that's a good possibility of that. So we're going to be watching for a downward pressure for Bitcoin. All right, that's it for this week's recap. Again, I have many other stocks that I cover during the the paid newsletter. So you can see we have quite a bit of stocks that we're gonna cover, and we trade quite a bit of stocks. And what you need to do is you need to go to MasterChartsTrading.com, one word, MasterChartsTrading.com, click on products and sign up for one of the products. So I have trading indicators, these lines on the chart. You can use them on daily or weekly or monthly charts. You can have them on your chart. Simply sign up on my site, MasterChartsTrading.com, and then I will open the door for you on tradingview.com. If you want my newsletters and you don't want the indicators, then you can just sign up for that. Again, so I have 2 newsletters, and potentially I'm going to be adding a third one soon as well. If you want both the indicators and the newsletters, then sign up for that. That's it for this week's recap. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching. Have another great trading week. Bye-bye.